Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for the weekend of August 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 2012. I am Astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, we have an imaginative weekend. It is a magical weekend. We are mixing Pisces with Leo over the weekend, and this is where real magic happens, magic of the heart. This is a beautiful weekend where we get deep into our gut, and we are learning so much about our gut right now, about our intuition. On Friday, the Moon and Neptune are going to come together and make a conjunction, or a makeout session like I like to call it. And it's all about learning how to let it go and let it flow. And we are letting it go in our heart. Yes, there has been a lot of intellectual energy. We just came off a full moon in Aquarius on Wednesday and Thursday, and there was a lot of processing. It was connected to Mars and Libra, which of course is us going for our desires in balance, harmony, coming together with the right partnerships and what we desire in our partnerships, coming together with Jupiter and Venus and Gemini, expanding our minds, expanding to have the right attitude, to start answering the questions to the facts of our life, coming into truth. And with Venus finishing that retrograde over the last couple months, this is the last weekend of Venus in Gemini, and it really is helping us become clear of the facts of the kind of partnerships we want, connected with how we desire them. But over this weekend, we will have the square of the Moon in Pisces squaring Jupiter in Gemini and squaring Venus. That means over the weekend we have to learn to let it go, let it flow. And Neptune in Pisces now has been teaching us to follow our gut. And our greatest story right now that is going on in the background, besides the Pluto-Uranus square, which is, of course, we've talked about letting go of the old system of your life and really stepping into this radical new self, the other backstory, which not a lot of people are talking about, is we are learning to trust our gut and find a way to have our mind and our gut come on the same team and step over the hurdles of where 1 minute we want to follow our gut and right now it's in our heart. Yes, we know we are feeling we spiritually need to go, but then our mind is coming in between and it's asking too many questions and there's a lot of noise going on inside our heads. And this weekend, really become clear of that noise in your head and what is actually happening in your gut. Start to practice with yourself. Start to ask, questions, whether it's like, is my friend gonna call today at 5 p.m.? And see if your gut says yes or see if your mind says no, and really find the fine line in between. And this weekend, let it go, let it flow. That is the mantra of the weekend. Let it go, let it flow, and make sure that it's flowing towards your heart. This is also the last weekend where Mercury is going to finish the retrograde in Leo, so this is the last weekend of truly processing our heart, really getting deep and clear what our heart wants, and it goes perfect with this Moon in Pisces because we tap into our gut. Let it go, let the stream go. Don't get so caught up in mind games this weekend, especially because we really want to go there. We really, of course, want this positive attitude, but we cannot forget that our gut, that our soul, that our spirituality, that our imagination is really where all the big power is, and that is connected to our heart. It's making a magical kingdom. Leo and Pisces together is the magical kingdom, and that is what we come into this weekend. And to have a magical kingdom, you know what? It takes a magic wand. It takes some magic dust. It's not something you can understand fully. It is something that you can only understand from deep within. Sunday, we have the Moon going into Aries, so we're going to be very passionate. It is going to make a trine over to Mercury over Sunday, so this is us emotionally really fired up of our goals, of our desires, what we want, and it's connected to our heart. And this is going to be the energy going into Monday, where we charge forward this week. We have Mercury going direct this week. This is a very big week. Lots of good things happening. August is a rockin' month, and I can't wait for you to step into it. But this weekend, if you're having issues, it's usually because your gut's telling you one thing and your mind another, and you really need to see that your emotions are pulling you into your gut, and that really there can be that hurdle you have to jump over. And this is a magical kingdom weekend. Just let it go and let it flow. Don't worry about things. Let it go. Just let it flow. Go to my website, david-palmer.com. Click up at the store, david-palmer.com. 15, 30, 60-minute readings, and I got my Astro coaching. Actually, just so you know, on Monday I'm starting new Astro coaching prices to rock this for you guys. I'm bringing them down. I really want to help people get in their everyday lives and help you out day to day. So contact me, David at david-palmer.com if you have any questions. I'll see you on Monday.